Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the MLW Fusion Lince Dorado figure from Boss Fight Studio. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks awesome, and I really like the way that the finer details are paid attention to here. Kind of an overall all level. The just proportions on the figure and all of that look fantastic. Just a really good formula. Beyond that, getting into those details, again, I love that Boss Fight kind of includes the almost skin texture for their base bodies. It looks awesome. It kind of adds just a little bit of realism to it. Beyond that, I mean, the gear is fairly monochromatic. Obviously, it's just different shades of red, but really nice interplay between the deep and bright red. And you can see all the tiger stripes coming down the side here, even onto the boots. Speaking of those boots, I love that the soles are painted black. It just kind of adds that extra bit of realism to it. Sculpt is on point all around. Even the pants just got the right amount of wrinkles to make it look, like clothing, but not overly baggy or awkward. Then we get to the gauntlets, and we can see the Lince's name kind of in there. Very stylized, looks awesome. We get his tattoos, of course. So the forearm tattoo, and then we get death right there. And we get a couple other pieces here on the other arm, and then a couple pieces on the shoulders. And finally, we get to the head sculpt, and fantastic as always. Boss Fight has been absolutely killing it with this. It looks so real. I love the way they do the eyes, especially because the mask is kind of an overlay to the sculpt. Gives it just the right amount of depth, makes it look extra real. Really good job here, especially with just the little bit of dry brush on the fur here at the sides of the mask. Just really good attention to detail. Again, just overall, really cool looking figure. Articulation and balance here are beautiful. As we can see, freestanding kicks, absolutely no problems getting into that. Then getting into the finer points, the head is on the barbell joint from the body into the head, so it can look up very nicely, look down just as nicely, get tons of tilt, get rotation. For the arms, we are hinge and swivel, so coming up into a T, maybe barely slightly past. Then we get single jointed elbows, bring us to there. We get some rotation. For the hands, we are hinge and swivel. They're vertical hinge and swivel. Then we get nothing of the diaphragm, but for the waist, we do get a ball joint, which gives us some really nice crunch forward, some really nice arch back, tilt side to side, and rotation, of course. Mine was really tight at first, so make sure you heat these up first. For the hips, pretty much full splits, absolutely beautiful. Front kick, full 90, also beautiful. We do get some rotation on that assembly there. Single jointed knees bring us just before 90. We do get a boot cut, perfect point, so a little bit of forward, and some very nice rocker. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other Boss Fight MLW figures, with some other wrestling lines, with some domestics, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with our articulated icons, Oni, yours truly in human form as a Valorous Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the MLW Fusion Lince Dorado figure from Boss Fight Studio is that this figure is fantastic, just as all the other figures have been. I mean, I'm definitely biased. I'm very much a fan of Boss Fight's output in general, particularly the wrestling figures. They're my favorite on the market. I know they're not for everyone. There's some scaling issues and stuff like that, but honestly, all of the wrestling lines have some scaling issues. They're not all one-to-one. That's just video game production. That's just action figure production. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I think certainly if you're a Lince Dorado fan, I'm pretty sure this is his only figure right now, so you cannot go wrong here. And this is available from various online resources, including Boss Fight's own website. So yeah, wish you the best of luck in tracking yours down. That being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If that's the case, I hope to see you back here, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's just talk about some really nice plastic and escape the world for a while. But really, at the end of the day, I just hope you're well. Hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.